Hi there.
Hi. Welcome to the Easter edition of the Basement Golf Show.
Yes.
We're finally here.
Yes, we all, as always, a few technical
issues.
Always. But we're there. So, let's roll the credits. How do we go? That's it. Yes, that worked, I think.
So hi guys and welcome to the Easter edition of the Basement Golf Show. So this week we better start with a Masters recap.
Yes.
And what a Masters it was.
Yes, we did get a little comment on the previous show saying we didn't focus on Sergio enough.
Yeah,
so,
sorry Kempy.
Here we go. Garcia.
Amazing.
What can you
Start
say?
to finish. First 2 days really suited him, I thought. Wind blew, bit of shot shaping. Wouldn't have been the major I would have picked that he would have won.
No, especially with his past there. He's never enjoyed it, of course. And said that he's never really enjoyed it and liked it.
And has said in the past that he was literally playing for second or third. He wasn't good enough.
Yes.
To
win that one.
Play around there. But
he did it.
Proved himself wrong. And you just wonder how much confidence and where everything might go for Sergio now.
Yeah, but it's going to be interesting because we both said before this year... British Open was going to be the one that we thought.
I definitely thought he'd win the Open, and he might still do that. I think.
I think the next few tournaments are going to be really interesting to see what happens with him because where his confidence goes from here.
Yeah, it's one of those. I think he'll take a bit of time off and maybe then come back, start playing okay again, and then sort of trend into the majors again.
And his putting still looked a little suspect on 16 and 17.
The one on 16 especially looked a little bit twitchy.
Yeah.
I know there was a spike mark on his line and bits and pieces, and I can understand him trying to, he wants to diet in, but you've got to go through the spike marks. It's one of those things, but it wasn't the best stroke he's ever made.
No, and the one on 17 where he had to hit it up the hill, he definitely didn't make his backswing long enough, and you could see it way get up that hill, and it still ended up short. Yeah.
But
it doesn't matter. Got the job done.
When it came to the playoff, he hit. Well, in regulation, up 18. The two tee shot he hits up 18. He just swung so hard at them, which is great. Knew it wasn't going to go left, which is the important thing. Faded around the corner and had two fairly simple shots in for him. Yeah,
exactly. And hit the green both times, gave himself two good opportunities for birdie. And that's all you can do, isn't it?
Yeah,
Just keep giving yourself the chances and one will drop eventually.
Yes.
So, hopefully that's enough about the Masters.
Kempy, I hope that satisfied the need.
And let's roll on US Open. Erin Hills, cannot wait. Yeah, next month, or June, and it will be good. So, let's move on to European Tour this week. And the old Trophy Hassan.
Yeah, indeed.
What a place.
Looks another stunning golf course in the King's backyard. Not a blade of grass out of place, and if it is, the King is after you.
Yeah.
So, it looks fairly tight, difficult golf course. I haven't seen much of... I've watched a bit of the PGA Tour, but I haven't watched much of the European. But I saw Brandon Stone on one tee shot. They were like, I'm not sure where he's hitting driver here. And he's hit it right. And there was just grass up here. And it was just wowza. But because there's not many people in there, there aren't many people to look for it either.
No, so you got to go hunting yourself, haven't you? They don't just let anyone in there, do they? And certainly there's certain parts of the golf course where it always looks really quiet, and whether that's spectators aren't allowed in those areas or whether the spectators is just too far for them to walk, I don't know, because without knowing the layout particularly.
It's hard to know.
So we better talk about our picks first of all.
Yeah.
So we got our picks on the screen here. Let's just get them on so you can see. There we are.
So you've done all right, haven't you?
It didn't look very good to start with.
David Horsey has had a lovely first round, and then he heard that I'd picked him, and he thought, well, I better just get that actual curse well and truly in everyone's mind, and I'll miss the cut.
I know, it's he was looking good, and Lara Thorable was the other way. He didn't look very good after round one, and all of a sudden, after round three, he's had a really good third day to creep up there, and sitting tied third. So, very good position.
Yep.
So, Matthew, thank you very much for picking Juice Luton, however you want to say it. I love it. It's such a cool name, but I can't pronounce it.
And Adzi, James Morrison, and after sort of
2 days.
Day 1, day 2, you were thinking, I'm in here, but yesterday was not his day at 6 over par.
No, definitely not.
So you never know what you could do today.
And then Ben, Nicholas Colsaerts.
Yeah, we had a conversation about that in his lesson.
Yeah. I very nearly picked Colsaerts. When we were looking through the betting form, I thought, I just don't think he's in any form. And proven. 8 over 3.
Hits it a long way, but I don't know if it's a bit too tight for him around there.
Yeah, it all depends on the old week. Right, So that is our picks, and then if we have a little look at the main leaderboard here, we can see that Paul Dunn is top of the leaderboard. So that would be a really pleasing victory.
That would, yeah. I'd like to see Paul Dunn do it. I know, obviously, from what we heard last week, certain players from Ireland getting to a certain point and then not kicking on. He is a man with an awful lot of talent, and I'd love to see him put a victory together. And again, it would be somebody, I think, that after what he did at the Open, it was so hard to sort of ever match that when he hit the tour. Now I think he's established himself, and then if he could get a win, that would be fantastic.
And it does take time, you it's not just the going out on your own and having to live out of a suitcase and having to learn a new golf course every week.
That's what most of the guys say that are rookies, isn't it? It's just every week they're getting to a golf course that they've never seen before, and the likes of, for example, on that leaderboard, Gregory Havre has probably been to the Trophy Hassan
10 years.
Easy.
Yeah.
So now he's had 10 years of learning that golf course, or learning every golf course.
Yeah, exactly. And if you turn up, on a Monday or a Tuesday, you know that Wednesday is Pro-Am Day, so you have not got much time before the tournament starts to familiarise yourself with a course that someone else has got 10 years experience on. And not only
you've got a man beside you in your caddy that is there to help you, but he's doing exactly the same thing. Exactly. Unless you've got an established caddy on tour, if Paul Dunn, say, got his caddy that he had through amateur ranks, they're learning those two, all those golf courses together.
Yeah, and they're learning the player, aren't they? If it's not the caddy he's had throughout, he's got a new caddy, they're still learning the player.
How do we get from here to the hotel?
Yeah.
How far away is that?
Yeah. How long do we have to leave for our tea
Where's
time?
good to go out?
Yeah.
And it's those things, and you think that going to a restaurant is like going to a restaurant, but actually, you need a place where you can go and
feel relaxed
and get out of the way. And
it's not easy, this tour life, and they get paid a lot of money for it, but good luck to him. So yes, do you think he's going to do it? So 2 shots ahead of Renato. Don't know much about Renato Paratore or Lasse Jensen, but I know a little bit about Paul Waring and Mark Tharbel and Trevor Fisher Jr., Gregory Havre. They're stacking up, aren't they?
Yeah, there's a potential to have a low one round there if you can get it going, but also have the potential to shoot over par. So it would be interesting. I hope Paul Dunn really gets it done.
Yeah.
No pun intended. Exactly. And just kicks on.
Right, so let's have a little move on to the old RBC Heritage and another beautiful golf course.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stunning.
Yeah.
This is one place
I would love to go and play.
We both said, if we could roll up most places after Augusta, Harbour Town would be pretty high on my list, if I'm honest.
Would be up there, definitely. Just because of everything that's happened there, because it's been a tour stop for so many years, there's so many highlights, and you've seen so many people doing well around there, and where they've made mistakes, and where they haven't quite carried the water, and where they haven't missed, And
I think, on a personal note, it's my... I like those types of golf courses. I don't like wide open, smash it miles. I think it's nice to watch them hit 3 woods off tees and shape the ball, and have to have it in certain parts, otherwise they're completely messed up. You've got to start shaping it. There's talking about one of the par 3s on the way back, where the tree's on the right, left hand side, and you've got to draw it around the tree, and you've got water right. It's just such a tricky golf course
to make you play the game, rather than just bomb it and stick it on the green. So
look at our
picks here.
So Martin Kiner I picked, and he's 2 under total. He's timed for 53rd, so at least I've made the cut in this one.
You have made the cut. He has. The curse took a little bit of a time to get across the old Atlantic there to get to him, and he's had 3 over in round 3.
Yeah.
But looking at the scoring there in round 3, it's not been easy.
No.
From any of our picks.
No.
So Luke Donald, good pick, Ben. Very good, and you're particularly happy about that, aren't you?
Yeah, and I've sort of come to the conclusion, me and Ben spoke about this as well, that I really want Luke Donald to win. So I was not going to pick him in the month of Sundays. There was no way that he was getting picked by me, because that was a guaranteed miscut. But his record around there is ridiculous.
Yeah, he's done well. And, looking down the list of our picks there, Matt Kuchar for Matthew again, good pick. He's made the cut.
Yeah.
He's coming straight to an event after the Masters where you've contended and done really well, and it must be quite a tiring week. It's going to take its toll on you, but he's made the cut.
Ed's had Mark Leishman. That was a good shout. I thought won really well in the early part of the year. Really solid player. So good pick.
Good pick. Yes. And then Adzi went for Kevin Na. He's a bit of a flash in the pan, isn't he? He's a funny one.
A bit of an out there pick.
I like it. I like an out there pick, and I just think Kevin Na at some point is going to win an event by 10 shots.
Yeah.
And he's got this crazy ability, but just hasn't quite managed to find it when it matters. So we'll have a little flick across to the main leaderboard here.
Jason Duffner, well played, sir. Yes. 6 under par
13.
On a day where like some of the other guys have struggled a little bit.
Yeah, it's shown that anybody that managed to get under par in round 3 is right up there.
Commentator's curse for Graham Dillette coming in.
Yes.
Just saying, he hasn't missed a fairway. He's only missed one green, in 36 holes, and he went miss green.
Oops.
It's like, well done.
No, exactly. So everybody on that list. What is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people.
Side note: good to see Poulter doing well.
Yeah, definitely.
Hopefully, get his card back. Top 12, he's got to finish. So, but obviously, if he gets that win, then that takes care of it all in one go. Exactly.
But everybody on that list needs the win.
Yes.
There's nobody on there that is thinking, oh, I've had a good season already. This, a win is a win, and obviously every win is important.
Wesley Bryan's probably had a better season than he was anticipating.
Yeah, potentially, but it would just top the old cake if he could get the win. Yeah, definitely. And he's definitely good enough for it. And there's Webb Simpson as well, who's kind of just dropped down from that top echelon, isn't he? Ryder Cup star, major winner. He's going to be contending, and then has just dropped down. Whether the anchor putting ban made much of a difference to him,
I'd imagine it would have had to put a little bit of a swerve on things, and having to learn a whole new technique and think about a different way to get it in the hole.
Indeed. So yeah, you're not going to say Luke Donald, but if it's not going to be Luke Donald, what do you reckon from that list then? Or do you think Keimer can still do it?
Yeah, I don't think Keimer can still do it, no. I think if I'm going to pick somebody out of that, it would be Kevin Kisner. Yeah,
that'd be nice. I do like Graham Dillat's swing. I've always liked that.
Yeah.
Much prefer him sans the beard, if I'm honest. I'm not the particularly fan of the old big beard look.
So we've picked them all so that either Ian Poulter or Luke Donald can now win.
Exactly.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, definitely. Or William McGirt that I nearly picked before we started recording the previous show. Didn't pick him and went Charlie Hoffman instead.
We did do the old, we're going to pick him and we're going to pick him.
Always change. Always change. Terrible, aren't I? Terrible. So that is pretty much everything on tour for us this week.
It is, apart from one little thing.
Yeah.
I know you can't eat a lot of chocolate today.
Oh, right.
So I thought you could just have a miniature chocolate.
I can eat a miniature chocolate.
So you can have a miniature chocolate. So in preparation for
next week, which is why I'm wearing this. If you see this sweating and staggering around London next Sunday, that'll be me. Stay tuned next week, because we might be doing a very interesting special show on Friday, question and answer.
Yeah.
More to be announced in the week. But I think it'd be quite good, wouldn't it, if this matched this?
Yes.
On Sunday. Food for thought. Come on then, open them up. Gonna eat one of them live on air while talking with my mouth full.
There you go, sir. I thought, well, if you didn't eat them all, I'm sure Cameron could help you out today.
Cameron will help me out. Thank you. So, guys, I hope you have a great Easter for the rest of the day. And make sure you tune in. Oh, there's no actual coating on these. That's just as they are, is it?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm in. See how much of a chocolate novice I am.
Go for it.
Peel the coating off a chocolate egg.
Excellent.
You better start talking then.
Right, guys, thank you very, very much for watching. I hope that you like the live video. If you're watching the golf today, use the hashtag PGLive365 and tell us who's winning, who you think's going to win.
Yeah.
And obviously, both English guys are going to do something there.
Yes, let's hope so. Guys, we'll always pop a couple of videos here and here. That might not be for a day or so if you're watching this live. But click the subscribe button below. That'll click you all of our content as soon as we upload it. And we're going to be going live a lot more. I'm not going to be eating every time we go live. No. Because I've figured out I can't speak while I'm eating. But yeah, so enjoy the rest of your Easter, and we'll see you very soon.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Babenhig.
Yummy.